This past week, we started to learn how to create a paragraph with a topic sentence, major details, minor details, and a concluding sentence. We brainstormed our ideas using a web and a planner. But how do we take those ideas and turn them into a paragraph? The answer lies in understanding major and minor details, using transition words, and using precise word choice. First, let's review the basics of a paragraph. The topic sentence should answer all the parts of the question posed. It should be general enough that it leaves you open to using many different details in your writing. But it should be specific enough that all sentences should relate to and prove the topic sentence. The major details are the reasons that prove the topic sentence. They tell the why or the how of the topic sentence. In other words, why do you believe what you believe? State these in the major details. The minor details are examples, anecdotes, facts, statistics, expert testimony, and analogies that help the reader understand the major details. These are the details that relate the topic, your thoughts, your life experiences, your ideas. It should answer the question, what do you mean? And should paint a picture in the audience's head. The concluding sentence is the takeaway sentence. It answers the question, so what? In other words, what do you want your reader to know? Why did you write this paragraph? What do all of these examples lead up to? What is the overall point? This sentence or sentences should pack a big punch and have a lasting impression on the reader. Finally, transition words point the reader to changes in ideas, toward major details, and to examples. They're very important if you want to make your writing flow smoothly. So let's take a look at our brainstorming. As a reminder, our topic is in the center of the brainstorming web. The blue circles are our reasons why, or our major details. The green and other colored circles are the minor details that explain in more depth. Remember, it is through the minor details that you will prove your topic sentence. Now let's take a look at the paragraph that was created from this brainstorming. Internet reunions. Since the start of the internet, one excellent benefit is reconnecting with old friends. First, the internet aids in bringing old friends together to add some flair to one's life. People are able to seek out friends with whom they have lost touch and create new fun memories. For example, I was able to connect with a former classmate who I have not seen in almost 3 years. Because of the internet, we were able to get back in touch and even spend a weekend camping together. That weekend and those new memories might not have happened if the internet did not get us back together. Additionally, the internet can help a person find and possibly rekindle a former romantic relationship. Sometimes this reconnection is beneficial because people are able to thank that person for having a positive impact on his or her life. Other times, a person may have had a difficult breakup and gain the satisfaction of showing the other person that they have moved on. All in all, reconnecting with a former romantic partner can give a person the closure they may need in order to move on. Finally, the internet can have a constructive impact on people because they are able to reconnect and reminisce about past times. It is the people who are from a person's past who may help them who they really are. On a personal note, the internet has helped me keep in touch with some of my friends who live in Europe. Because we cannot see each other often and might not be able to afford the high phone bills, using the internet to see what is happening in each other's lives is priceless. I enjoy knowing that they are doing well, and in turn, I'm happy to continue to share my life with them. Therefore, without the invention of the internet, many of these things may not have been possible. Instead, I am able to interact with wonderful people who bring me joy, laughter, and a fuller, richer life. For that, I am truly grateful. Notice that not all of the minor details from the brainstorming were used in this paragraph. Sometimes when we are writing, major details can be explained with many minor details, or they can be explained with one extended minor detail. It's up to you how you will best prove your point. Now, let's take a minute to develop the structure of our paragraph by color coding our example. We will use yellow for topic sentence, blue for major details, green for minor details, gray for transitions, and pink for the concluding sentence. Here is the topic sentence. I know this because this is the subject of our brainstorming. To create the topic sentence, simply answer the question that was posed to you. Next, let's find transition words. Transition words are important because they work as directions for the reader. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. And another one. And whoops. Another transition there. Transition. Is that everything? Looks like it. Now that that's done, let's look at the major details. Okay, from the brainstorming, I know that this is a major detail. This is a major detail. And this is a major detail because they back up my topic sentence. Now, let's look at the minor details. Remember, these minor details explain the major details. So we'll do these in green. The green ones are going to be a little bit more plentiful because your minor details are the ones that are telling the reader, all right, this is what I mean by all of these major details. So these are going to look a little different, and these are going to be your thoughts, your examples from your life. And finally, we've got our concluding statement. All right, so how easy was this for me to find the different parts of the paragraph? The answer is really simple, transition words. By using transition words first, additionally, finally, and therefore, I know that the writer is pointing me in a new direction and changing ideas. These transition words are used to list the major details and point the reader to the conclusion. Now take a look at the words, for example, other times, all in all, and on a personal note. Notice that the greens are following these guys, so that means that these are pointing me in the direction of the minor details because they direct the reader to a smaller, more specific point. So how do we build the paragraph? Just follow the format. Start with your topic sentence, use a transition word, and explain your first major detail. Use a transition word, explain your minor details. Repeat this process, there it is. Repeat this process over and over again until you have explained fully. This is what it should look like by the time you are done. To check yourself, go ahead and color code your paragraph to make sure it follows the format. When you're finished, make sure that your minor details are specific. The reader isn't in your head, so it's your job to fully explain what you mean. Think of a two-year-old pulling at your pant leg and asking, why? That's the kind of detail you need in order to paint a picture in your head for your reader. The concluding sentence or sentences should leave a lasting impact. In this case, the author explains that all of these details lead up to one thing, her life is much better because of the internet, and she is grateful for this invention. The conclusion is simple, but it makes the reader think about what might have been if the internet were not involved. In other words, it makes the reader go, So do you think you can do it? Take your brainstorming and planner and try it. Begin by typing your rough draft and then check your work by highlighting your major and minor details. Does your format match the example? Remember, using transitions and a concise format will help you communicate your ideas clearly so you will be on your way to being a great writer. Thanks for listening and get to it!